What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my Hardcore Dryad series. We are here on Chaos 1 Little Horn Valley Mastery Mode, working on getting those stars for mass destruction and to complete this Star of Dragonfall quest line. Now, this particular map, we've got no auras, no anti-air, and then each combat phase in under 180 seconds. So we're going to do this one very similar to what I've been doing it really with every other run through. We've got 1,000 DU to spend on this one, so quite the generous amount of DU. And we remember last time I ran this one, we had some flyer issues. Some flyers made it in right at the very end. So hopefully we are going to avoid any of those sorts of travesties. And let's go... What, we'll just do the 1 and 4, I guess. We'll go 1 slime, 4 bees right over here. Hopefully that is going to take care of it. I'm tempted to throw 1 more bee back here just as a last resort since I did have that issue last time. Now this area we're going to share a bunch of bees. So we're going to throw a tree like right out of line of sight range there. Another tree right out of line of sight range here. We'll get a slime right out front to do a little face slapping. 1 right about there, and then 1 like right there, and then we will just load up some bees here. Let's see. Let's go 6 in this area, and that will cover that entire area. Let's see here. We've got another flyer lane. Let's go ahead and tree it up right about like so. Slime up front. We'll throw the bees up here out of the way as far as we can get them. And then for the gate pass, we got the choke point right here. Nice, easy choke point there. We can throw that slime up front. Let's give it a few bees. But here... we've got the short flyer lane as well. So what we're going to do with that is I'm going to throw another tree right back over here. That leaves me 140 DU left, which is enough for a few more bees. So we're just going to go something like that. Now we got a whole lot of double dip here, but these bees are going to be in a little better range position to handle those flyers. All right, what do we want to upgrade? Let's upgrade that, and let's upgrade this one as well, and then let's just let it fly here. Let's get some stars going. See how wave 1 goes. Now, we got the under pressure. However, under pressure is just insanely kind with the amount of time it gives us. There's not too many maps that the combat phase is not going to run in 3 minutes. You would have to have a really, really big map with just a mean turtle build to get that done. Go ahead and go corrupt here. Not a ton of enemies. See if this is going to hold out here. I think it should be fine. No emergencies happening in wave 1. I think it'll boil down to those flyers and then how the, what bosses we get. This lane is all just getting spawn camped. It comes around to, again, where it's just such an easy no-brainer to complete this and get mass destruction with any beneficial mods at all. Because I mentioned it all the time, but when this game mode was introduced, mods were not a thing yet. Now, the early Chaos tiers, Chaos 1 through 7 particularly, was the original Mastery maps. Those maps were designed without mods in mind, and additionally, they were never rebalanced when mods became a thing. So, having just any beneficial mods is just such a huge deal through the early Mastery. And then, of course, you get to the later Mastery maps that came after mods came out. And then, mods are definitely considered in. But getting those first hyper shards is just very, very easy to run through. You're basically fighting against yourself. If you choose maps to get mass destruction that is like, don't die and then you die. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, that's kind of bad selection on that one. The only real struggle I think we'll have getting through this is we just have to avoid any maps that, you know, insist on having a certain number of defenses down or only one of each defense, since we've only got the one hero. Let's go and let it fly here for wave 2. Just going to spam some more stars again. Make sure we can make it through this one. I think we'll probably be good there. We've got our first dive bomber coming out over in that far west lane. Hopefully those bees handle it without any issue. You can see the booms going off in the lanes from all the way back here. Pretty smooth sailing here. To be honest, I think it'll be pretty smooth sailing through all 10 of these maps. Of course, I'm going to pick maps that are, you know, what I think are the best maps to do for this particular objective. Or for this particular hero loadout, I should say. But Dungeon Defenders 2 is definitely a grind game. Anyone who plays it knows all about the grind. So any way you can minimize your grind, you are just helping yourself out in the long term. So in this particular situation, we just needed to beat 10 mastery maps. We could have done Gates of Dragonfall and one-starred it AFK 10 times and been done with that portion of the new player questline. But by doing the 10 different maps and 5-star in each of them, we are going to walk out of this with not only the new player questline completion, but we're also going to walk out of this with a mass destruction shard. With that in mind, I have been saving the gold. Of course, we'll need a bunch of gold to upgrade that bad boy. So I've been saving up the gold. Here comes a Cobalt Flyer over this way. He got wrecked right away. Go ahead and go corrupt since we got those kobolds coming in. Get the extra bees out there. The bees are able to wreck them pretty quick. Slakelion, it's only wave 3. And we got a siege roller too. Slakelion's going to take a solid week to make it out of the spawner, I think. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I actually got wrecked pretty quick. And then just the roller left. There we go. Alright, so we got that Slakelion to deal with now. Let's upgrade this stuff. Just going to kind of spam it around. And we'll let it fly here. Slakelion should die pretty quick. .300 mobs this wave. Or 300 plus mobs, so better get a few more stars on the ground here. That's my only worry there, is this ground lane having a bunch of enemies with this flyer lane so close. Oh, we got a cannon ogre coming out too. The shaper I'm not super worried about, but it'd be nice if that cannon ogre dies right away. Alright, the cannon ogre actually got slapped. Didn't get a shot off on my tree, so that's good stuff. Alright, and final wave. We're going to have another cannon ogre over here, so why don't we get a few upgrades in right there. See how this slime is doing over on this lane. Still more than enough to make it through the wave, but alright, so let's rinse and repeat. Gorbstock just got smoked. Lekelion got a few steps forward there, but didn't really do anything. Didn't make it to the tree, so that's a plus. Alright, we got a captain, a cannon ogre. Oh, looks like this... Okay, the cannon ogre died. Alright, all the bosses are dead, so pretty smooth sailing. We're just under the 2-minute mark left, so you see that under pressure, there's just so much time to get that done. We're going to end it with what? We got 2 flyers that are taking their time, but we're going to end it with like... What, almost a minute and 30 seconds left. Quite a bit of time left on that one. So there we go. There is 5 more stars. So we're getting a little closer to getting a pet egg here. And we'll make our way up. And of course we're shooting for getting to 50 stars for mass destruction. That is going to do it for this one. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully everyone has a great weekend. I'll see you all soon.